Hello everyone, I'm Frederic Rose, CEO of Technicolor, and I'm here today with Bill Meritt, the CEO of InterDigital, and we're very happy to be able to talk to you today about the transaction that we just announced. In 2015, we made a number of acquisitions to refocus Technicolor on its operating businesses. However, as a result of these acquisitions and the strengthening role of our operating businesses, we started to experience increasing conflicts of interest between our patent licensing business and the operating business, a situation which we could not prolong. This is why I'm very happy to introduce to you today InterDigital through Bill Meritt as the right partner to take over our patent licensing business and to work jointly with Technicolor moving forward in the fields of research and innovation.
Frederic, it's great to be here with you today. It's great to have entered into this transaction with Technicolor. InterDigital is a mobile technology research and development company. We've been around for 40 years, very central to the development of the technologies that you have in your handsets today. We're successful for a couple reasons. One, and the most important, is the research that we do. It all starts with the quality of the research that our labs can produce. You bring on top of that the ability to bring that research into standards. Standards are a wonderful thing. What the standards bodies do is open up to the markets to an incredible number of participants. They make every device very valuable, functional, and really create incredible competition and value for the customers. And third, our successes come from the ability to manage the patent portfolio and license our customers on fair terms because we go back to them year after year after year, and they respect what we do. So when we saw the opportunity with Technicolor, we were thrilled because we saw exactly what we have been for all these years, a fabulous technology development foremost, a company that has been just fantastic within the standards bodies, and third, a company that has managed the portfolio really well. So I couldn't think of a better combination for us in terms of us growing our licensing business.
So if I can summarize the transaction, obviously the details are all in our respective press releases, but in terms of the transaction itself, there really are three key parts. One is Technicolor is selling almost its entire patent portfolio to InterDigital for $150 million cash upfront. We are also entering into a revenue share agreement where InterDigital will pay to Technicolor 42.5% of future revenue after OPEX deductions, which means that Technicolor remains a committed partner to the success of InterDigital moving forward, and a committed partner means contributing future IP, future R&D work to this cooperation agreement. And this is really the third facet of this agreement, is a long-term R&D cooperation between the InterDigital labs and the Technicolor Research and Innovation Labs, where today, starting tomorrow, we will fund together development of critical technologies moving forward, particularly in the video and immersive experience space.
So I just want to emphasize the research cooperation that Fred talked about. As I mentioned, the foundation of our business has been our research teams. And so as part of this transaction, we got to observe the research teams at Technicolor, and not a surprise to me and to our team, the work and the projects we saw there were just fantastic. And so we were thrilled to be able to invest $5 million a year in the research that's going on in France at the R&I facilities, to complement that research with the research that's going on within the InterDigital labs, and another $5 million investment, and to look at how we bring the researchers together, because the areas they work on are very complementary, and we think there's a fantastic opportunity not to only for them to invent on their own, but them to invent together.
So just to emphasize the point of why InterDigital is the right partner for Technicolor, InterDigital, first and foremost, is one of the most active companies in the world in standards bodies, in launching new technologies, as Bill just mentioned. And this is really important to us because it's the only way to value our patent portfolio correctly and to exploit it moving forward. Bill's teams, complemented by all of Technicolor's patent licensing teams, will create an absolutely incredible organization that will be very successful in maintaining this market position moving forward, both in standards and obviously in monetization, which as Technicolor we're very interested in because we will benefit from the success of InterDigital in monetizing our portfolio moving forward. In addition, this is not just a static relationship, as we both mentioned before. The fact that we are going to be literally married on from a research and innovation standpoint is really important. Technicolor is a worldwide leader in creating premium content and distributing premium content. When you talk about video, when you talk about compression, when you talk about immersive media, Technicolor is at the forefront of this. And our research and innovation labs are working with our production services teams, with our visual effects teams, with our connect to home teams in developing what will be the foundations of the technologies of tomorrow, which is absolutely essential so that Bill has a vibrant, growing licensing program.
So, why Technicolor? If you look at technologies today in the wireless spectrum, the key technologies are wireless and video. If you think about what's being delivered over wireless channels more than anything else, is video. And so for us to grow as a company, the perfect technology for us to focus on as our next area was video. And there could be no better partner than Technicolor. I remember as a kid, when I came home from the movies, my mother, the first question she would ask me, oddly enough, was not how good was the movie, it was it Technicolor? So I've grown up believing that Technicolor was the absolute king of video technologies, and it's absolutely true. Then I've gotten to know Fred and the rest of the team. So it's incredibly important technology, and it comes at an incredibly important time because there's a new standard now effort being kicked off in H.266. We all know that the video traffic is increasing exponentially. So for us to be able to work with the world leader on video technologies and combine their knowledge with our wireless knowledge, it's the perfect marriage in terms of technologies, and one that we're just thrilled to be entering into.
So in conclusion, this transaction we announced today is transformational for Technicolor. It finishes our transformation to a fully operating business focusing on our entertainment services and connected home business. It also provides us a long-term commitment partnership with InterDigital, which obviously will benefit Technicolor from a cash flow standpoint, but will also benefit from our joint research and development, which we hope will basically be nurturing technological developments in our operating businesses, and at the same time help and assist InterDigital in its monetization strategy. And finally, it will allow Technicolor to free capital and allocate capital to growth opportunities in its operating businesses.
So Fred mentioned why this transaction is transformational for them. It's certainly transformational for us as well. We've been in search of a new, deep technology position. We understand the value of that, and Technicolor brings that to us. And that new position can get deployed into our core licensing business for handsets and terminals, and also opens up a consumer electronics licensing business that we believe will be very valuable. So it is a fantastic transaction. It allows InterDigital to do what we've always done, just do it in a bigger way and a more valuable way. And we're thrilled, Fred, to have this partnership with you.
Thank you.